Few times been on that track. Cody, I don't know why you hate that song. It's a good song.
Don't see me run. What is the?
Few times been around that track, cause I know how.
No, the song is awful.
It's a good song.
The song is awful. I was trying to figure out what is like whenever people are doing like vocal training or whatever, they say those like those 2-letter.
Oh.
Phrases.
Do re mi hi ha ho.
Yeah. I feel like we should do that before every podcast.
I was totally wrong.
We do that before every podcast because we're professionals.
Totally wrong about that actually. It's do re mi. I don't know. Fuck it, any guy.
You're about to literally conjure a witch into your living room. So
all I need is a pentagram on the ground drawn out by your boy Young Kushy. Anyways, welcome back to Disgusta Radio. That's something new. I'm not doing an echo. I didn't even do that.
Yeah, we should flip it up and maybe do some harmonics.
Yeah, that was kind of beautiful actually. Like that one song. You times been around that track, cause I ain't gonna be like that. I can't stop singing. Now I want to hear the song. To be honest, now I just want to. Can we just blare the song real quick?
No, because that's well, it's like copyright stuff. DMCA.
Okay, if you say so. Anyways, guys, welcome back to Disgusta Radio. It's your boy, Quanda Destructor.
And I'm YK.
My boy Young Kushy. So would you prefer to go by Young Kushy or Cody Bohler? I don't care.
Well, you've already outed my secret identity. Just YK Young Kushy is fine for the pod.
Fun fact, Cody actually plugged his Facebook on our episode with Munch. So shout out to you for doing that, because most people who plug their Facebooks, like the last person to plug their Facebook was Aaron Gets Pegged.
Oh, okay.
Because that's all he has until he starts his Twitch or whatever. So I mean,
right.
Do you really feel comfortable plugging your Facebook like that? Is that normal?
I feel absolutely 100% comfortable plugging my Facebook.
Well, have fun getting scammed.
I'm actually pro Facebook. I know everybody talks shit about Facebook or whatever. Like, it is the only place that I'm going to talk to. Like, the thing, everybody that talks shit about Facebook are people that have other ways to talk to their family. The only way I can talk to my family is through Facebook. So, you know, or like people that from my childhood and shit like that I still talk to. Like my cousin, I'm never going to be able to talk to my cousin on like TikTok or Instagram or Tumblr or whatever, YouTube, Twitch. Like, he's just not going to be there.
Yeah,
so
I mean, well, that's debatable.
That's the power that Zuck has over it.
Shout out to Mark Zuckerberg. That guy's really cool.
Yeah, he's been going through a lot.
That guy's really cool. You know, we always gotta look out for Mark.
Check in on Mark. Make sure his mental health space is all good.
Also, check in on Tom from MySpace while you're at it. Actually, you remember that picture of him with the pencil and the
chalkboard or the
was that a chalkboard? No, it was a
dry erase board.
Dry erase board. There you go. Shout out to Tom from MySpace. He's
doing the troll face at the camera.
Yeah, he's like, ooh, like fuck yeah, dude.
Jeez, we're so old.
Yeah. Why do we always gotta talk about our age on this podcast, dude? It doesn't matter how old we are. Fuck it.
We're not that old.
Doesn't matter. Are we really that old?
I don't know. 30s are the new 20s, even though we're not 30 yet.
Well, Cody, you're 30?
No, not yet.
Well, good. So anyways, guys, like I said, welcome back to another episode of Disgusta Radio. It's your boy, Quanda Destructor.
Doing a very chill episode today. Some of the best ones are chiller ones where...
Hell yeah. It's fun to just sit here and just chat with Cody. Like I said, Cody's probably... one of the best co-hosts ever, despite what you may have heard about him. He's a really good guy.
Wow.
Oh, actually, despite what you may have heard about me, I'm actually a really good host, too. So, bam.
I didn't know if you guys knew this, but Jaquan is actually a really good guy.
Yeah, that's what people tell me, but I'm always like, I'm actually not a good person. You should get the fuck away from me.
What if the entire podcast was just us just going back and forth about how good we are?
Well, actually, Cody has really nice hair. Actually, Cody has really nice glasses. I really like them.
Dude.
And he wears jewelry.
I'm wearing some jewelry. I literally put on jewelry just to hang out with Jaquan.
What are you rocking?
Gavinci.
Gavinci? Wait, what brand is that? Is that... I don't even know what brand
this is. South Pole.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Well, I guess, Cody, you want to get into some of these motherfucking stories and shit? We got some really interesting shit going on. Oh, let me...
We got a nice spread today. Does that word make you feel uncomfortable?
Spread? No. But my favorite word is moist.
Oh, I knew you were going to say moist. That's the one, right?
I don't get why people hate that word. What's the big deal? Moist. Vagina.
Is it more of just like the word itself, or is it what it describes?
I think it's what it describes, honestly, because...
Okay, I want to add spread to that canon.
Okay. I agree, honestly. I totally agree, honestly. Spread.
Ugh.
The more you say it, the more I'm like, ugh.
Right.
It's like when you're watching a porn and then the title says,
and who knows
spread the asshole.
Who knows what's being spread? It could be any number of things.
What if the asshole's being spread? Then it's like,
what if,
it's like, why do you want to see that?
Somebody's,
You want to see the inside of your body through that deep, dark hole you call your asshole?
Actually,
no, I don't. I don't. Me personally, Cody, I don't really want to.
No.
I don't know about that.
It depends. It depends.
I think I'm good. How many assholes have you looked into?
What do you just watch porn that's just clothed people? People with clothes on?
Preferably. Dry humping is a great category.
Christian porn.
Is a great category on Pornhub is dry humping. Did you know that? Did you know that?
No, I don't know.
Well, it's a great category. You should check it out.
I don't know. I don't ever go on Pornhub. I literally don't.
Okay. Well, you're more of a cuck guy, so that's cool.
No.
Cody can't wait for his future wife to be
If I don't go on
fucked.
Pornhub, why would I like cuck porn?
Because there's other websites that have cuck porn. That's why.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I literally. Look,
Who's your
we don't
favorite
have to
black?
get into my
Who's your
ha-
favorite
my
black porn
habits I
star?
have.
Who's your favorite black porn star?
I don't have any.
Male.
I don't
male,
know any porn stars'
male,
names.
Male. If that identifies that.
I'm not gonna say that on this podcast.
Why not? Go ahead. Let the world know your favorite black male porn star right now. Go ahead. Let them know.
Jack Spriggs.
I love that. I love that guy. That guy's really cool. That guy's really fucking cool. Anyways, guys, let's get into some of these fucking stories. Enough about our Cody's porn habits.
That's for the Patreon.
Enough about Cody's obsession with big black cocks. Anyways, let's get into the first story coming out of Augusta, guys. Now, look, Cody, we talk about downtown a lot. I love downtown. It's a fucking great place.
It's a cool place to hang out.
It's a really fun place. But I don't know about this place called Southbound. Have you heard of this place called Southbound?
Okay, I've never been.
Apparently, it's a place where a bunch of degenerates go and try to fuck minors.
Oh, whoa!
And I'm not talking about people who dig for gold.
Do not get us in trouble for slander.
I'm not gonna talk about people. I'm not talking about people digging for gold. I'm talking about kids. I'm talking about kids, Cody.
Holy smokes! Holy smokehouse!
Holy smokehouse!
I've never been here. I don't want to talk shit about the business I've never been to. So
no, okay. Oh,
we
Cody,
have a story
so
about it.
you've never been there though, for real? Okay.
No.
Well, I've only been there like twice.
We've had some acquaintances and shit that have worked there.
Whoever they are, but they were probably fucking letting minors in too. Anyways, enough slander.
Okay, let's read the article.
So in case you guys don't know, there's this bar in Augusta called Southbound Smokehouse. I didn't even know about the smokehouse part. People just usually say Southbound. And the manager is cited for serving minors after an undercover raid. So let's get the fuck into this shit. They ran an undercover vice operation at Southbound on Central.
A vice operation?
Yeah.
What
does that mean? Actually, that's a good point. I don't even know what that means. But they were after receiving complaints that staff was serving underage customers and turning the restaurant into a nightclub during the night. Wait, what? Turning the restaurant into a nightclub during the night? What
as
the
opposed to the day.
Hold on, who the fuck wrote this shit? Ashton Williams.
Shut up, don't do that.
Cody's getting scared. I'm gonna talk so much shit. But okay, I mean, honestly, guys, how do you guys let this happen?
Keep reading.
Oh yeah, I'll keep reading too. Investigators watched as the restaurant tables were moved aside to make room for a dance floor. You know, that a DJ playing and the restaurant was crowded. They had a disco ball. That's pretty cool. And the
this
investigators,
is atrocious writing. They said the lights were low.
I know.
With a disco by lighting the dance.
I know. Whoever. I'm not gonna say her name again if they identify as her. But this is some shitty writing. I hope you didn't go to AU. You fucking dumb idiot. Investigators
shout out to the AU English department.
Yeah, shout out to them. But if she went here, dude, you guys got to do better. Investigators say they didn't see anyone sitting or eating food when they were turning the place into a club. So they were informed. They informed the on-duty manager he was operating a nightclub without a license. Oh, that's where it gets interesting. That's what it was. That's what it was.
You gotta have a license, brother.
But I thought Southbound was like a bar though. Like you could do that there. That's what I thought. Like I've only been there like twice.
Well, you can't do it with underage people.
Well, I mean, besides the underage people, I mean the fact that it was just like they just were like, okay, we're not a restaurant anymore.
Right.
We're gonna turn it into a club.
Well, here's okay, and this is the thing. Was it just the staff just letting them in there, or did they get triggered?
So here's the thing. Investigators found many minors inside and asked to see their IDs as they left. Investigators found 10 minors had consumed alcohol in the restaurant.
Oh yeah, there's no way. There's no way you get 10 fakes.
So I mean, honestly, it's probably just like word of mouth. You know, like they're probably like, let's let these kids in. They probably won't snitch or anything. Yeah, but you know,
like we can hang out. I know some people that know some people.
You know some people who did what? What do you?
Yeah.
What?
No, I'm saying this is what they were thinking, and then like.
Oh, okay. I feel
and here's the thing.
You're right.
What was their goal? Were they just trying to get some dollars out of this situation?
Honestly, I feel like in a situation like this, one of the only reasons that you let minors into a bar is if you want to just make extra money for your business. Like you're like fuck the law. Who cares? And honestly, you're asking for trouble if you're letting minors into a bar to drink. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like, it's just, not a good idea. Don't get me wrong. I used to an underage drink all the time, but I wasn't sitting at a bar with full ass grown adults. You know, I was at a house party or some bullshit like that.
Which I actually do think, well, not a house party, but I think it is actually legal for an underage person to drink in the presence of their parents on their private property.
Yeah, that's private property though.
Yeah,
you can't be singing at a bar. I just wonder what goes on through people's minds who are like,
in our state, anyways.
You know, sure. Well, yeah, in our state, yeah. Shout out Georgia. But I wonder what goes on through people's minds thinking they can like evade the law to be like,
well,
what are they like?
They're probably already intoxicated themselves.
I mean, what are they? Well, I mean, the only thing I can think of is like, I'm trying to fuck this kid. You know what I mean? Like that's probably what they're trying to think. Yeah, you know, it's like
either that or
it's kind of disgusting.
Either that or
very disgusting.
It could be like a family friend kind of thing.
Or that's actually another good.
Like we're gonna
excuse.
my cousin or is gonna like she wants to hang out with her friends at this place. We're gonna like open it up. But even if you were to do that, you can't serve them alcohol and shit, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And that has to be like you have to if you were to do that kind of thing, you would have to shut it down to the rest of the patrons, I think.
I mean, honestly, let's be. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys here. You know, I was born and raised in Augusta, and you know there is still to this day. To this day, there's still a fucking problem with people just letting fucking kids come and drink. You know, it's a real issue here. I bet all these kids are gonna fucking not even be in trouble. You know, they're probably just gonna be taken.
Probably not. Probably
sent home. They probably just got sent home to their moms and dads or parents or whoever you
I don't know. They could get like a. I don't know. Can you get an MIP if it's at a bar? A minor possession if it's at a bar?
Yeah, but it's not their fault though, because they go in and they let them in.
It doesn't say that they drank.
Right, but I mean, it does say that. It said they had consumed alcohol in the restaurant,
and
found
that 10 minors had consumed alcohol in the restaurant, and one with a fake ID.
Imagine what the one guy with the fake ID was like. He's like, yes, officer.
He's the only person that should have been allowed in because they were the only one that was smart enough to trick the system.
Right, but I mean, even with the fake ID, he was like, yes, officer, I am of age. And then they call his mom, and then they're like, my son's 18, my son's 17, or you know what the fuck ever, you know, like. You know.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, I'm gonna self-report just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I remember getting into a club in Athens. It's not really a club. It was like a music event. I wanted to see a band, and the band was playing like a band that I liked, and they were playing at a club that wouldn't let minors in. I tried to get in, but you know.
Oh, yeah.
And then the guy I couldn't get in, and the guy tried to stop me, and I booked it. I was like nope, and I lost my shoe.
Wait a minute, where were you at?
In Athens. Shout out to the bar. They kept me out, and they did a good job with that. But I just wanted to see that band play or whatever. But I couldn't get in, and I tried to sneaky snake myself in there, and he tried to stop me.
He tried to kick your ass.
He tried to apprehend me, and I was like no, and so I ran and I lost my shoe in the process.
Yeah.
So, fun little story.
Well, good thing he didn't fuck you up because that would have sucked. I feel like. I mean, there's not really much else to say about this, guys, besides, you know, stop letting minors drink at bars in public.
What the fuck are you doing?
Like, literally, what are you guys doing? And honestly, Southbound, if you want to reach out to Disgusta Radio Podcast, you can email me at disgustaradio@gmail.com. But other than that, I don't give a fuck. Let's move on to the next story. Now, this is going to be a controversial one right here, guys, so be prepared for this. And honestly, I don't want to stay on this too long. Because we could talk about this. This could be a whole ass episode.
Yeah, this could be like a documentary.
But let's get right the fuck into it. Cobb County School Board bans teaching critical race theory. Now, Cobb County is the second in Metro Atlanta to ban an academic concept usually reserved for classrooms,
College classrooms.
about teaching people about critical race theory.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, can we just be realistic
This is
here?
hot in the news right now. This is hot in the news.
I don't even get why this is a fucking debate, though. Before I even fucking
Because
start
people
reading
are
this shit,
dumb.
this shouldn't
shit-
even be a debate. I was taught fucking what racism was in first grade, and I went to like an all-white
But
school.
that's not. Look, that's not even critical race theory as,
But
as a college subject.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, the fact that what race and all that shit is taught should be a thing. It should be a thing.
That's just
It's-
basic education.
Exactly.
That's
Like,
that's more like history.
if I can learn about slavery in elementary school, why shouldn't you be able to learn about critical race theory when you're in college? You know,
because
like,
people don't know, because it's something that people have latched onto. People don't understand that critical race theory is actually just like, it's about like,
Explain it, Cody.
it's more about like sociology and business,
Right.
than it is
Right.
like some other weird. It's more about like statistics and like how a business should like be marketing and like stuff like that. It has nothing to do with like just like whatever weird like liberal like ideology. Like, it has nothing to do with liberalism or anything like. It's literally just like marketing stuff.
Right. That's actually a
like
very
business school stuff.
good point. I remember I went to for a story time. I went to Augusta State University when it was ASU, and I took a sociology class. And I had a professor who was like, goddamn, my mom had the same professor I had. It's the same guy.
Oh, heck yeah.
And he straight up told us, this was a part of his teaching lesson. What he would say is, which I 100% believe the guy too. Like, he's old as dirt. He's probably dead by now. But he fucking told us how he used to apply the same concept you just said about racial things in marketing.
Yeah.
He used to be a realtor who would fucking purposely try to fuck black people in the market, basically. That's what he used to do. He openly said,
okay.
I used to be a racist.
That's an interesting way to go about it. I wasn't
know?
even thinking about how a sneaky snake could this is the second time I've said that. Goddamn.
Please stop saying sneaky snake. Sneaker
How
snake.
how a scumbag could apply critical race theory to the opposite
Right.
ends of fucking people over. And
But I
shit
mean,
like that.
right, but don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. He was a great professor. Like, I think he legitimately understood the ways of his ignorance. That's why he's a sociology professor. You
Right,
know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
he's being honest
Yeah, he
with
probably
us,
actually has very good
you
insight
know?
into the matter.
Right,
for sure.
exactly. And, you know, but I mean, continue about the critical
I mean,
race theory.
critical race theory would be like more like like
Cuck porn.
here's the working forces in our society, and here's how you can play to those forces in order to sell a Nike shoe.
Right.
You know, like,
Exactly. Like I said with the professor, he applied it to black families wanting to buy houses, and he would try to make it so they pay more money, and so they have a higher chance of getting fucked over.
Honestly,
you know what I mean? They could get evicted quicker than a white family can.
Think about it like this. It's like, why, like, I guess these people are upset that people are like, okay, why would a college student have to learn about like the Civil War and like racism when they're in college? That's what you learn when you're in grade school.
'Cause it's
when you're
America.
in college, you learn critical. It's like only so many people. It's not even like a widespread thing that's taught. Like, only like very select few people even actually take a critical race theory class.
That's why-
and it's usually because it's just like a business, like sociology thing.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying, like, why is this even a fucking issue?
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to fucking figure out. That a fucking county in Georgia is so goddamn white and racist and old Southern thinking that they're just like, fuck critical race theory.
Well, I think
ban it.
Yeah, I mean that's.
You
I
know?
think they're literally just thinking that this is just like you said, like you can apply critical race theory in the opposite direction. Like, you could apply it towards like white people. And, like,
Exactly.
stuff like that.
But I mean, that's the thing. When you apply it to white people, though, they usually benefit more in the long run. I feel like.
Well, you can.
know?
I mean, you can market. Well, I mean, it's kind of fucked up, but you can market conservative ideals towards conservative whites, and use critical race theory in that sense. Like,
And guess what? Those conservative older white people don't do. Give a fuck about black people or what they're anything going on.
I
with them.
mean,
They
well,
don't give a fuck.
they do, and like
Yeah,
okay, here's a little.
they wonder if their car's
here's
gonna
a
get
little
stolen or something like that.
Here's a little critical race theory for you. If you want to apply critical race theory towards conservative whites, you would market an idea like critical race theory is bad, and like they'll buy whatever stupid magazine that you're selling that in.
Right.
So there you
So
go.
let's get into Cobb's resolution. The Cobb County, they basically approved this during its work session. It was introduced by the board chairman. I'm not even going to say his fucking name. He said he brought up the topic because educators allegedly said on social media they were using part of the theory in their classroom discussions. He said critical race theory is a Marxist concept that pits one group of people against another. What the fuck?
Okay, I would like this man to explain to me Marxism.
I think we need to get him on the pod.
Please come on the pod.
He says, quote, it's revisionist history, and history should be thorough.
Oh, revisionist history.
Wow.
Okay, here's the thing that anybody.
This guy got some great points.
I love the term revisionist history because the term revisionist history can be applied from anybody in any direction that they want to go in. It's just like, oh, I don't like what you're saying, so it's just revisionist.
Right. Yeah. And the board's 4 Republicans, of course, all voted in favor, of course. That's usually how American politics works. They say bipartisan, but that's really not true. It's just like one side overpowers the other.
Absolutely.
That's not bipartisan in my opinion. Just saying.
It's like the Democrats
fucking
trying
morons
to be modest because they're too scared to like actually stand up or anything like that.
Right. Literally, you're an idiot if you think that that's like a fair fucking... Anyways, I'm not gonna get into all that. But, so as Cody said, critical race theory seeks to highlight how racism influences all aspects of society and how past systematic inequities continue to shape policies, which
whether
we
that
literally
public or private, by the way,
which we literally witness in our lives right now with all the voting suppression shit. Motherfucker, you cannot be a fucking Republican and sit here and tell me, yeah, no, it's totally cool if they don't drink water in line. You know, you can't sit here and tell me. You cannot look me in my eyes and tell me that's okay. You know, you can't do that.
And it says it's become a flashpoint for conservatives who say it is influencing what is being taught in grade schools. So this is basically like it's just like fear monger. Like,
exactly.
Politics. It's like they're worried about college, like a college course that literally only like a small percentage of anybody takes being like having some influence in grade school when it's like. Literally, the thing that people learn in grade school is just history. It has nothing to do with like higher level learning. And look, literally, it is just a meme for them. Like it's just like here's the thing that we can attach onto, and like, just pound it down.
Yeah. So I mean, we didn't reference this earlier, but the 1619 project.
The New York Times story that I don't think anybody besides liberals read, by the way.
Right.
Like nobody read
New York liberals.
Nobody like I understand that was a huge thing. I just feel like not that many people actually like read it.
Right. So the 16. Oh, fucking. Am I dyslexic? The 1619 project reframes the founding of America to when the first enslaved African reached the shores of the United States. So
I honestly can't believe that we're still talking about the 1619 project.
Yeah, it's like what year are we in? Like what the fuck?
They don't even like the New York Times. They don't even like the New York Times. Why do they care that much about this? It's just so silly.
This is just insane to me. So I mean, let's get to the. So we got a board member, Leroy Trey Hutchins. I'll say his name. He sounds cool. He was wary of approving a resolution on topics that board members could not define. He also said that resolution could lead to the district ending needed social and emotional learning programs, which critics have labeled as CRT based.
So was that cognitive relation therapy or what is it? CRT?
I think that's critical race theory.
Oh, okay. All right. Look, okay. Don't edit that out. But I was thinking about cognitive behavioral theory and how that would be applied to these conservatives that might need it at this point.
So Trey said, "We're now dangerously now very dangerously getting ready to put something in place that will limit the responsiveness of our teachers to meet the needs of all children here in Cobb County." And I totally agree. Motherfuckers need to learn about the history of this shit and why and how it applies to society as a whole. As a man of color myself, I've witnessed it. I've dealt with it. So don't sit here and tell me this shit's not real when I grew up. Literally, this shit happening to me.
I mean, you should learn the history of anything just on principle, though.
Yeah, and
facts. I mean, like what is the best history to our knowledge? Like
exactly.
It has. I mean. This is the point where you're thinking about something like history and then ideology is two different things.
Two different things, totally.
Ideology is more about like, and this is like this guy said earlier, it's Marxist. It's like now, okay, this guy is thinking about this in ideological terms. He's not thinking about it in like historical terms or like sociological terms of like the present. He's thinking about it in ideological terms of like how he's worried about how it might affect the future.
Because
stuff like that.
Exactly, and that directly correlates to the fact that, and I hate to say this, guys, but it's true. It directly correlates to how everything in the White House is changing, and how like a bunch of people of color, black people, my niggas, went out to go vote, and they fucking shut the Trump shit down, and now Republicans are scared of what can potentially happen as we try to continue to progress as society. Let me be real with you here. That's all it is.
Right, and if I'm gonna be real, just think about the term conservative itself.
What does it mean exactly?
It literally means trying to freeze frame time.
Sure like everything stays the same. Exactly.
But it's just impossible, dude. It's
literally.
Just impossible.
That's why I think it's such a stupid term. Like, you know how people in other countries say American English is so stupid, right? Like, why do you park in the driveway? You know, that's how I feel about, well, why do I vote for a conservative? Or why would anyone? I don't vote for a conservative, but why would someone vote for a conservative? You want things to just stay the way they are? Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
And look, this reminds me of like when people critique Marx and say, and like I'm not necessarily like a huge
young Kushy is a Marxist, by the way.
I think I'm not an is or ism on anything. I think that all ideology is bad. But like,
they is a they.
Oh yeah, they them. But like
them is a them.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, whenever people critique Marxist, like old school, like original Marxist theory, where they'll be like, oh, well, he's just trying to create a utopia, and like, you can't live in a perfect society. That is literally what conservatives are trying to do, is they're trying to live in the perfect, like, I don't know, 50s, 60s society or whatever, that they envision was perfect or whatever in their minds. But they weren't even, most of them weren't even around then.
You know, that's a good point. Like, during that time, that's kind of like when I felt like it started becoming more set in stone, and then we still see that to this day.
They are literally trying to create... Conservative ideology is the most utopian ideology that I can think of. What Marx did teach me was that there's no such thing as utopia. There's no such thing as utopia.
Literally what I was about to say. I was like, well, what is a utopia?
Yeah.
You know, like,
there's
not a single one exists.
There's always something to be done. There's always, like, some policy to be looked at.
Like name a utopia right now in the whole earth.
It's impossible.
It's exactly my point. But the fact that it's a concept that's possible.
Well, they think,
you know,
people for some reason, I don't really understand why, they think that it's something that used to exist.
Right.
And like,
what?
You mean
the fucking Mayans?
You mean when
the Aztecs?
You mean when we actually used to own human bodies?
Oh yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Utopias used to exist. Look at the Jews. You know, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh man.
Well, see, a lot of people, conservative types, they actually, a huge reason why they like Israel so
because of Jesus.
Is because Israel is an
Christ
ethno
himself.
state.
Right.
And so like they appreciate this idea of like, okay, well, Israel's created a perfect society, but it's not perfect. It's never perfect. So,
right. And I also want to just point out real quick, you know, people are protesting this shit. All right, people are not happy about this. Dozens of parents gathered Thursday outside the school district
because
offices.
It's literally just a bunch of fucking hogs trying to tell like professors what to teach, and like they don't know shit.
Exact. It's all just corporate, capitalistic mentality that continues to thrive.
I don't,
you know.
Look, I don't know if it's necessarily capitalistic. It's more ideological. Like,
okay, like you said, okay, but I mean, but these, I say capitalistic in the sense of that these people just want to.
They want to own capital in their own way.
Exactly. I say it in that sense. I don't mean.
Right.
You're right. It's totally more ideological.
But I see what you're saying as well. Like,
but that's why they agree though.
Because we do live in capitalism. People want capitalism for themselves instead of capitalism being spread amongst the masses.
And just to say that the parents that gathered...
I said spread, by the way.
Oh, God, not the spread thing again.
And I said masses. I said masses, which isn't helping me saying that I'm not a Marxist.
I was about to say, as long as you didn't say moist. Oh, wait, I said it. So they called on the district to include...
Society moist.
Make society moist again. Donald Trump, that should be your next campaign when you lose in 2024.
Dude, what is it? That's like WAP shit.
Wet ass pussy?
P word?
Wet ass P word. Hey, Cody, who am I? Let me read these lyrics for you. Wet ass. Did he say ass?
Jordan Peterson. I'm just kidding.
Did he say ass? Did Ben Shapiro say ass?
Yeah, why would he say ass, but he can't say fucking
He
pussy?
can't say pussy, because his wife's pussy is always dry.
Right. That's the name. That's the name. Yeah, shout out to our boy Ben.
Yeah.
Our beautiful boy Ben.
He's going to be on the podcast next week. Anyways, so just to wrap this up, I want to wrap up on this note, because I don't want to stay on this too long.
Yeah, I do remember you saying you didn't want this episode to be political, and I was like, dude, we're literally
well, it's okay. We're about to get ignorant. It's okay. But, parents showed up calling on the district to include discussions about slavery and racism in classroom lessons. They want that because that is essential. Like I said, I fucking grew up and I learned about slavery in an all-white school. I can only imagine what all the white people thought learning about that shit. But me, it hit differently because I'm black and that's my ancestry. Right. So a white person can't relate to that because their parents were, or their ancestors were probably beat my ancestors.
Literally, it's just like, at some point, just have some basic fucking empathy, dude.
Right. It's like, that's why conservatism is stupid. So anyways, let's get to the next story here. Holy shit. Let's, okay.
Finally fucking said it.
Let's do it. So, a lawmaker suggests changing the moon's orbit to fight climate change.
Oh my God! Yes, I brought this story to Jaquan. I wanted him to see this.
Let's get it.
Representative from Texas, Louis Gomart. Oh my God, Louis.
I understand from what's been testified to the Forest Service and the BLM, you want very much to work on the issue of climate change. I was informed by the past director of NASA that they have found that the moon's orbit is changing slightly, and so is the Earth's orbit around the sun. We know there's been significant solar flare activity.
Wow. Smart old
and
man.
And so is there anything that the National Forest Service or BLM can do to change the course?
Hold on, why is he referencing BLM?
He means Bureau of Land Management.
Okay.
Of the moon's orbit or the Earth's orbit around the sun.
All right, so
obviously that
I'm just going to run it back just a little bit
on our climate.
One more time.
Good.
Change the course of the moon's orbit or the Earth's orbit around the sun. Obviously, that would have profound effects on our climate.
Upon literally everything.
I would have to follow up.
What
with
the
you
fuck
on
is
that
wrong
one,
with this
Mr.
guy?
Bohler.
She's just like, I would have to follow up.
She's like,
if you
you're an
figure out
idiot.
a way that you in the Forest Service can make that change.
Can you make that change? Holy shit, what a task.
It would be
My
funny.
boy Don's about to go in.
Okay. It is funny. It is funny when a member
All right, we don't
of
have to listen to his commentary.
God,
We don't have to listen to his commentary. But what the
Holy-
fuck is this motherfucker talking
Dude, he's
about?
just like, he's straight up just like, dude, see that moon? Just fucking push it, dude.
You see that moon out in space in the middle of all the void of space?
Dude, we don't have
Move it.
laser weapons that can do that.
Move. Well, that's not what
Or
what's
do
her
we have
name?
to do like gravity, like a grav trap?
That's not what Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks. The Jews have lasers, according to her.
Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks that like the reptilians are probably already in control of the orbit of the moon, and if we just kill all the reptilians, then the moon will go back into normal orbit or something like that. That's probably what.
And she also
our
thinks,
our Georgia representative Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks.
and she also thinks that Jews have lasers like the Death Star in space.
Right,
So,
exactly. And
she's a crazy.
That's what they're
bitch.
using to control. That's what they're using to keep the moon in this orbit where it's fucking up our planet.
To all my QAnon listeners out there, look, listen to me. Look, we're gonna move the moon, okay, guys? We're gonna move the moon.
Back. We'll move it back,
and we'll
supposed to be.
stop the Jewish people from wanting to impregnate all the gypsies. There you go. Marjorie Taylor Greene for president. There you go. Yes. Marjorie. Cody, come on. Marjorie.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. But I mean, Cody, this is fucking stupid as fuck. I mean,
Praise Dale, raise hell.
I mean, oh man,
Dude, honestly, just like how does he? Dude, he thinks that we have the capability to just fucking move the orbit of a fucking giant ass rock.
dude. I mean, let's take a little quick dive into this guy real quick. He's an old ass man. grew up in like the fucking racist times. He grew up with racist. I call them racist times. The
Right.
60s,
Yes.
50s, 40s, 30s, 20s, 10s, the
Right now,
90s, 80s,
still,
70s,
actually, still,
1890s,
the timeline keeps
1870s.
going. Holy shit.
Wow, yeah. So he has this fucked up mentality where he's like, he thinks that we can just put God in a machine and then move the moon or some bullshit like that. I don't know, some dumbass shit. Because
Dude.
why would you think that we have the technology to move the moon?
Look, he's probably like the kind of guy that thinks we have like a base on the dark side of the moon or something.
He probably does. He's probably a QAnon guy. I mean, let's be real here. He's probably a QAnon guy.
Where did he get this information? Like, look, like
Marjorie Taylor
did he
Greene.
just come up? No, he said himself that he like heard that like all this shit's happening, but like at some point somebody had to have told him, hey, it was like, hey, that moon's what's doing it, man. Like, dude.
But he's a Republican, right?
Yeah.
But but he wants to combat climate change by moving the moon.
What the fuck, dude? It's so weird, dude.
'Cause I thought most Republicans don't give a fuck about climate change. That's why I asked.
Yeah, and like I don't know if like, dude, the only way this makes sense for me is if like after he like recorded this, like he like went back into the back room with his boys and he was like, holy shit, I just fucking said that live on air. Like that's the only, like it was like a troll or something.
It's gotta be because I mean, why the fuck else would you suggest to the whole entire world that you should move the moon?
As
as if someone's done it before.
As a QAnon like researcher, like this is definitely like something that is some of the most insane shit that I've heard in years.
I mean, honestly, he has a better chance of like hoping Superman shows up on Earth. Literally, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at the rate we're going, like, hey, get Superman on the horn.
Well, he thinks it's BLM,
which is the Bureau of Land Management. That tripped me out. That actually tripped me out.
I do want to dive into this just a little bit
because I was like, what the fuck? Why is he blaming Black Lives Matter?
because it's the Bureau of Land Management. He's like, oh, land.
So it's
not the moon
right.
is land.
That's I thought he was straight up like blaming Black Lives Matter for or asking them to like,
it's like, hey,
we need Black Lives
forces, dude.
We need Black Lives Matter to move the moon. Like that was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I was like,
yeah, this is like so sometimes like sometimes the Bureau of Land Management will go out and like spray paint on sidewalk like BLM because it's like it like notifies like other BLM
people working.
People working there.
Like most companies do.
Like, yeah, this is our jurisdiction. We're about to do something here, and then like some conservative or somebody, I don't know. You don't have to be a conservative, I guess, but like some guy will come out and like cross it out and be like, "Fuck this!" And it's like, it's the Bureau of Land Management.
I was gonna say, or Black Lives Rally Matter or. A Black Lives Matter rally starts like right there on the spot.
Right, yeah,
right,
yeah.
or something like that.
Spot,
They're like, I see the BLM right there. They're like, hey guys, hey y'all over here.
It's like
over here.
Dude, you joke about that, but that is literally the Donald Trump star on Hollywood Boulevard.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. So that's weird. I'm glad it's not the Black Lives Matter trying to move the moon, even though that'd be tight. Do you remember that joke that was going on? There was like a date last year. And it was like a date, I think in August, I think maybe. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Last year?
Sorry. Yeah, it was last year. But there was like a specific date that was like, it's the day that all black people are going to get superpowers.
Oh, I haven't heard
And then
this.
there's like all these memes of like black people like looking like Storm in the sky, like
shit,
with
dude,
lightning and
fucking
shit.
lit.
It was pretty cool. It was
like
pretty cool.
Sounds like some black people Twitter shit or something.
Yeah, so speaking of black people with superpowers,
all right.
local superhero vows to... Oh, next story.
Yeah.
Courtesy
Next
of
story.
independent.co.
From Arkansas.
Yeah, fuck
And
yeah.
the Independent.
So, local superhero vows to hunt serial slasher in Little Rock, Arkansas. Now, I didn't know there was a serial slasher in Arkansas.
Yes, there is a serial killer on the loose.
Now, does he fuck?
Arkansas.
Now, does he
Little
fuck
Rock,
the dead
Arkansas.
bodies or what? Or like,
No,
what does he
I
do?
don't think it's gone that far. But there have been some dead bodies turning up in Little Rock, Arkansas. That they've been trying to figure out what's going on there.
Okay, so I want to quote the vigilante here. He says, "When I find you, I will show you what I do to serial killers.
And
He's
I
gonna
will say,
fuck them in the ass."
I will say, look, I'm a true crime nerd.
Hell yeah.
I'm a true crime nerd. I love reading about like the good guys getting the bad guy, and the bad guy in this case obviously being the serial killer.
Right.
So
right.
I do appreciate like detectives and shit like that, like getting it done. But okay, basically, there is a mass vigilante in Arkansas who has vowed to take on a serial slasher that has killed 3 people in his city.
Hell yeah.
The real-life superhero known as SHADOWVISION
SHADOWVISIon. Ooh, I like that. I like that name.
has acted as a protector of the people in Little Rock for nearly a decade, he claims.
Oh wait, yeah. We talking. SHADOWVIsion's a real ass motherfucker.
He's like literally like the boys or some shit. Like,
oh yeah, okay.
like okay, and that's the thing. Okay,
he's more like kick ass.
all right, yeah. Like any number of the or like Watchmen, or any number of these like real life wannabe superheroes.
He's totally like kick ass.
And SHADOWVISIon isn't the only
or super. If you get that
SHADOWVISIon
reference.
isn't the only real life vigilante, I guess is what it would be called. Even though vigilante is sort of more of like a conservative term, but like, okay, basically he walks the streets of the area meeting and greeting fans while wearing a full black armored outfit and a helmet, vowing to protect the innocent at whatever cost.
Here's a picture of him right here. Just joking.
Now, the superhero has promised residents that he will go after a criminal at large that has become notorious in the area. Police believe that the serial stabber to have carried out 4 attacks, 3 of which have resulted in deaths. So we got a slasher.
This is. I'm surprised I'm just hearing about this, but the fact that SHADOWVISIon's on the job, I think that'll be fine. You know? Can we play this?
This I think. Well, this might be his whole entire Facebook. Yeah, go to his Facebook. Go to his Facebook. It's pretty interesting. I mean, he's got. I like that his URL is Facebook/ancient demons. He can't just like change it to SHADOWVISIon, I guess.
Oh yeah. Oh, so we got a picture. Okay. Hell yeah.
He's basically he's like in some riot gear with like 2 samurai swords on the back, a little
yeah, dude.
what is that? A katana? No, not a katana. What's the little dagger that Melina used to use?
No, those aren't those because.
No.
That is the Melina one right there.
Yeah, the Melina, nice. I can't remember the name. Dagger. I don't know.
Fucking one of the Ninja Turtles had one too. To be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, he looks really badass.
He does look pretty bad. I mean, he's wearing all black. He's got riot gear on, 2 katanas on the back, and like one of those Ninja Turtle daggers on his side.
Or Melina.
If he's got forearm guards that have like spikes that come out like Batman, kind of. You can kind of see him right there. And if you ever see,
looks badass.
He wears a pretty badass helmet. If you see the front of him though, it's pretty interesting. On the front of him, he has handcuffs.
I want to talk about what the fuck he's actually done, though. So he's claimed to have stopped a couple of armed robberies. What does he do? Throw the fucking blades? What does he do? And he have exterminated 2 serial killers.
Exterminated, dude.
Such claims remain unverified.
I appreciate the lore, though. I do appreciate the lore.
The lore is lit. But I mean, honestly, we want to give a shout out to SHADOWVISIon, man. He's a real ass motherfucker, bro. And police have warned that the suspect in the stabbing should be considered armed and dangerous, no shit, and a $20,000 reward for the information the case has been offered. And SHADOWVISIon is on the fucking job.
He kind of looks like Black Noir from The Boys.
He kind of does.
It's pretty fun. He actually does work in some capacity with local law enforcement. Like, there's pictures of him with local law enforcement, like hanging out, and like, you know, they're kind of like memeing it a little bit. They're juicing it.
Yeah, but I mean, what if this guy actually gets killed one day? Then that wouldn't be cool. What if they're like,
honestly, I don't think that he does anything other than this.
Have you ever seen the movie Super?
No.
Well, it's about a guy doing the same shit, and it doesn't end well. Spoiler alert.
Right.
I'm not gonna tell you what happens, but just go watch the fucking movie.
SHADOWVISIon isn't the only real life superhero in the world. There's a couple people out there.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, that's the thing about I've taken a deep dive into like how it's. Right. What it's like to maybe potentially be a real life vigilante.
We all think about it. Like, what if I could like get a suit?
Of course. But I'm telling you, dude, I feel like one of the main lessons most people should learn from SHADOWVISIon, even anybody, or watching the movie Super, is that you could fucking die from trying to be a good guy or from trying to like fucking do the right thing. Motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They'll cap you in the fucking face, dude. You know, they don't give a fuck.
It's just a fun joke.
Imagine if you were fucking SHADOWVISIon and you fucking you find the slasher, right? And you're like, I'm gonna stop you, criminal. And then all of a sudden, you get slashed in your throat and you're dead. Right. That's all I'm saying.
Because the villain is always going to be way more like off the walls than you are.
Right. So I mean, I'm not hating on SHADOWVISIon. Shout out SHADOWVISIon. You're a motherfucking legend as far as I'm concerned.
As far as I'm concerned as well, I just think it's like, dude, I think there's a reason why people don't do it this way.
Right. So, shout out to the slasher. Shout out to SHADOWVISION. Let's see.
At Instagram.com at Young Kushy.
Yeah, let's get it. You want to talk about this IG model being upset over New York men still catcalling even with their mask on? Okay.
A perk to wearing masks in public is that it silences some of those annoying catcalls from guys, but doesn't really make a difference. Lisa Guerrero has our Inside Edition catcall mask test.
Hell yeah, she got some big tits.
Every day.
I mean, look, she's obviously attractive, but I would never fucking catcall her.
Walk down the street.
Hey, nice tits.
Got to wondering, with women wearing masks these days because of the pandemic, would
specifically
that
you.
silence all of those
You in the white
unwanted
TikTok.
compliments?
Yeah, you with the mask on.
Yeah, specifically you.
Hey, you with the white, what are those? Are those iPods? AirPods? You with the AirPods.
Without a mask. Right away.
Hey, you want to go on a date?
Hey, you not wearing the bra? What's up?
On the street,
Hey,
if a man says
I've been
something
lonely
like
as
that
shit
to
all
her, you understand.
my entire life. Yeah, I'm looking for a fucking
didn't
girlfriend
realize
here.
that
You want to fucking go on a goddamn date with me?
Hey, I'm fucking walking here. You want to go on a date?
Hey, I'm trying to fuck. Hey, you. I'm trying to have sex tonight.
Make a difference if Sabrina
I'm gonna
wears
fuck.
a
Take the mask off.
Within a matter of minutes, it
Take the
started
mask
up again.
off.
You're mad beautiful, baby girl.
Damn, look at these pervs.
You're mad beautiful. Hey, I'm trying to touch your body.
Just a minute ago,
Hey, you're actually really beautiful.
You're very beautiful, baby girl.
he told me that
Oh,
catcalling
this is a guy.
actually works for him.
But I've done it plenty times, guys, and listen, it works.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
With somebody who
This is getting good. This is getting good.
catcalled you on the street.
Absolutely not. That would be the last guy I would ever go on a date with.
But while wearing her mask, this guy takes the cake.
No, she
my
doesn't.
God, dude.
Okay, that's
To a woman that
bullshit.
you
First
don't
of
know
all.
on the street.
First of all, what kind
I
of
don't want
contest
a
are we
man
playing? But
commenting
like,
on her butt.
but
on
second
the
of all,
just fucking around.
Second of all, it's like you
catcalls
don't
are
just say
something
that.
women
Like
will
you
have
just
to
like
deal
set
with.
and setting,
Mask
dude. Like
or no.
Yeah, can we just say that you don't? I don't get how people do this.
catcall. Yeah, I do not fucking get catcall.
I don't catcall. Well, I've never catcalled.
I've never
I feel
catcalled.
like
No.
I'm thinking really hard.
And
in my
I feel
mind.
like we're like fucking like having like we're trying to defend ourselves or something. But
No,
honestly,
wait.
catcalling is just like cringe as fuck.
I mean,
dude.
no, for real. We're not even trying. I'm just keeping it real with you, motherfuckers, dude. Like, I don't like. I've been with friends who've catcalled right in front of me, and I always feel
it
very
is literally like out of
uncomfortable.
the incel playbook.
Yeah, it's like it's just not a good move. Like, I feel like any chick I've ever talked to when I'm out and about, I just be myself and just fucking talk to them like a normal human being.
I think
you know?
what
you don't have
some
to be
dudes-
like, you don't have to fucking yell at a woman to get their attention. You know what I mean? Like, you can just be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
You
I mean,
know?
but also it's just like it's just a person walking down the street. Like they're probably not thinking about you, dude.
Not
like,
at all. They have a whole ass life.
Yeah,
They're not-
exactly.
What reason should a woman turn around just because you you tell her
what
she
do
has
they
a
think
nice
is like-
ass?
They're just gonna be like, oh,
You know,
like they're just
like-
gonna stop. Like,
I feel like it's like an ego thing. You
Yeah,
know? It's
yeah.
like these guys. Some of these guys are out here just being like,
Yeah.
"Hey, nice ass,
it's like
bitch."
there can only be one reason why this person is walking down the street right now, and it's because she's
It's
looking for
because
dick.
she's trying to get fucked. I mean, she's got some nice tits though. Anyways,
but like,
Have like the heating
I gotta
dude.
stop saying nice tits,
babies.
dude. You have the nicest. This quote is just that's super cringe because New York's a big city.
it is a big
You think she has the best ass in New York? You're
Like,
crazy.
I thought Augusta was a big city too.
Yeah, and have you ever told a woman you have the nicest butt in Augusta or Georgia?
Maybe. Maybe.
I mean, guys,
That's a good thing.
I don't know what to
That's
say
a good
about
thing to
this.
tell your spouse in bed, though.
Yeah, that's actually true. I agree. A girl, some of my past girlfriends have liked it when I told them they have nice butts.
Well,
So-
people like compliments. But
Well, compliments in
Time and
general.
place, dude. Jesus Christ.
What?
No, I mean like say it when the time is right, dude. It's just like
Oh, right. No, you're totally
like
right.
dude,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the first. Imagine like 10 years down the line, you married somebody, and it's like, what was the first time we ever met? Oh, it's when you called my ass huge.
Can't wait to tell my grandchildren that fucking story.
Yeah, jeez.
Jesus. I mean, I don't know. It's New York, though. I mean, it's New York. It's a really
I
compacted
think
place.
I've heard it explained this way. It's like
guys are always
if,
really
If a guy
horny.
can go around and like say this to like 100 women, then they might get one or some shit.
Right, yeah, that's what I heard too. Yeah. If you keep trying enough, eventually
So
it might
fucking
work.
sad, dude.
Which sounds like
sad.
which sounds like the definition of insanity.
Yeah, literally.
I'm gonna keep telling all the women in New York they have a nice butt until one of them says, "Hey, I want to fuck." All right.
Like, I don't know how that works.
I know, right?
There's gotta be easier
yeah.
ways, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Right. So this next one,
Christ.
we're about to wrap up here, guys. We got 2 more videos for you guys out there. Thank you for tuning into Disgusta Radio. So this is kind of weird. Altercation between a man and his baby mama ends in a car flipping over. Let's see what happens, Cody. Let's see what happens. Oh shit! Fuck it up, girl. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
She
Fuck
got
it
that
up.
fucking Street Fighter pipe.
Dude, she's doing the Street Fighter mission right now.
Yeah, literally like test your might shit. Why was he sitting there that long?
I know.
He was like, get some damage in.
He's
before
like,
if I can report this.
Yeah. He's like, hit it so I can call my insurance, dumb bitch, or something like that, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I'm actually gonna run you over.
What do you think they're arguing about?
Baby, oh shit!
Fucked up. Some
Dude,
man. Now
you know, baby mama drama.
you had it, dude, until you hit somebody else's car.
It's gotta be baby mama drama.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh my, that person's
Yeah,
dead.
dude.
They're dead. They're dead. They're totally dead. They died. They're dead.
Oh my
Wait,
God, dude.
wait,
That
are
was
they
actually-
alive?
That was actually pretty. Dude,
Oh, there!
you popped up like a gopher.
Popped up like a goat. Or a meerkat.
Like a Caddyshack up in here. Dude,
This is crazy. Cody, have you ever had any baby mama drama?
not this intense.
Not this intense. You never flipped a car from
Hell no.
your baby mama being pissed at you.
Man, all the drama I've ever had has been pretty fucking basic routine.
You know what baby mama drama I had? Abortions. Anyways, let's go on to the last video about racism. You know, we like to talk about racism on this show, Cody. You know that, right? Nice beard, by the way.
We don't talk about racism on the show.
Yeah, we do. Wait, what show are we doing again?
Oh, we talked about it earlier.
I think the acid's kicking in.
We talked about racism earlier. That's right. Yeah.
I think the acid's kicking in, Cody.
Thank you. Also, nice beard.
Oh yeah. Also,
this is the podcast where you compliment each other.
I wanted to. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're bringing that back. Yeah. I wanted to let everyone know that Cody has a. I've never seen Cody with a beard like this ever.
This is the longest it's been. I grew it out.
I mean, it's been years since I've seen you with the beard.
I feel like the people wanted it. I felt like the people wanted it.
They deserve it because honestly, you should just keep that look. You kind of look like Seth Rogen if he had Down syndrome. So
I'll
good
take
for
it,
you.
baby.
Good for you. So last video, guys. This is an intense one. It's about this Karen who is seen vandalizing the new statue of York. And if you don't know what that is, here, let me just highlight it for you. An enslaved black explorer in Mount Tabor Park, Oregon. That's Oregon.
Tabor.
Tabor? What did I say?
Tabor.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just a little backstory here. York was an enslaved black explorer who was on the Lewis and Clark expedition. I actually know about this.
Oh, yeah.
I actually know about this.
Yeah, I
Dude,
know this guy.
I actually know about this.
Holy shit.
Because
It only took 2 white people for us to figure it out.
Because I know about this because he didn't get paid or any land or anything afterwards.
Yeah, this is a
and then he
classic.
left and then went to go live with the Indians
right.
again.
Yeah.
Or the Native Americans. You know what I mean? Like,
this is some critical race theory shit that you only learn in critical race theory class.
man, Clark, you bitch ass nigga. You didn't give York his freedom. You motherfucker. I hope you're in hell. But that's fine.
You smited
No,
him.
because I cannot believe they had this nigga with them who was like, I can do everything you guys can do. I'm literally doing the same shit as you. And they did my boy York like that?
Right.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You should give that nigga 100 acres, bro. That's fucked up. Sorry, guys, but that's just one of my history things that legit pisses me off.
Critical race theory.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So let's see what this stupid Karen bitch did.
This time.
You want to give us your name on the
Oh, just a feminist.
Welcome to What the fuck
She's
is
a
that?
rad femme, dude.
What the fuck is
She's a
that
rad
Karen
femme.
doing?
way to be part of the solution.
She's probably a trad.
Come fucking arrest me. Yeah.
Oh, damn, she's crying.
She doesn't give a fuck.
What's your name?
Dude, I haven't seen somebody reverse racism
Wait, hold on.
a statue.
What's her point?
She's a reverse racist.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. She's a reverse racist.
She's got a fat ass.
Well, you couldn't admit that last woman? Jesus Christ.
I'm just being a pervert.
That's cool.
Damn!
Dude, okay. Look, we've heard of
honestly, fuck her,
we've heard
dude.
of people vandalizing old school racist Confederate monuments or whatever. We have not heard of the reverse racist vandalism.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we've seen people desecrate.
weird.
We've seen people desecrate Jewish monuments and
right.
gravestones and shit like that. I've never seen anybody do a reverse racism on a statue before.
Yeah, that's really. I do not know what to make of this. This is really odd.
This is like Karen 2.
Right. It's like Karen. Yeah.
Karen 2. The sequel.
It's not. Yeah. It's not even a fucking prequel, dude. This is straight up just what the fuck.
Yeah. She got the purple. She was like,
very
dude,
odd.
you think she specifically picked out purple? She was like,
She had to.
Fucking
Oh
purple.
hell yeah! You already know she had to.
I mean, look.
She's like, I like purple. Stop recording me.
I mean, she threw up a fucking
Yeah, go ahead.
She threw up a feminist sign. So I think she's probably a trad.
A racist
I mean,
feminist.
not a trad.
It's possible to be racist and
a
feminist.
turf. She's probably a turf. She's probably
don't say. Oh god, cringe.
She's probably a trans exclusionary radical feminist.
She loves J.K. Rowling.
Oh yeah. I bet, dude. Honestly.
I mean, holy shit, dude.
What is these symbols that she's drawing? This feminist sign with the down arrow.
It's fucking.
Was that feminism down?
Down with feminism. Up with purple.
Maybe we didn't see her finish the other one. I don't know.
Oh, we did. Yeah.
She's drawing ISIS shit on here, dude.
There you go. See, they cut it.
Bro.
This bitch has lost her damn mind.
Yeah, I don't even know if there was an actual goal behind that other than to be an asshole. I mean look, at least come out with a crew. You know what I'm saying?
Karen's run solo.
First of all, they
don't give a fuck.
As per the podcast, don't do vandalism, kids.
Yeah.
Come out here if you're gonna protest.
Unless you were me when I was 15.
Also, reverse racism is just fucking silly to me. I just
stupid concept. Literally,
it's
dumbass concept.
Dude, just if you are that sad about fucking black people getting somewhat of liberation, dude, just grow the fuck up. Dude.
They're just a human being,
grow
just
up.
like you.
You're just a little baby brain.
Yeah,
You're just a little baby brain.
Motherfucker, I'm telling you, Cody. I'm gonna tell you this right now, dude. I'll tell you this right fucking now. The ignorance will eventually fail, in my opinion. And that's my sociological theory.
I think that's what we're seeing.
That's my critical race theory, guys. That shit's gonna fail.
I think that's what we're witnessing in real time.
Right.
In 4K.
I agree. 2020 vision. If you have that, I wear glasses.
I think all this Karen shit.
It's gonna.
Is just a product.
It's gonna fail. It's like a natural selection in a way. It's like if all these white women keep acting crazy, eventually they're gonna be Eventually, they're going to be overpowered by people who disagree with what they think, to the point where that way of thinking eventually dies out.
Okay, I want to pull you back just a second. I think the term natural selection is. I think this is natural,
here we go.
I think this is natural selection of the political landscape or sociology and politics.
Yeah, no doubt.
White people are always going to be fucking white people. Black people will be black people, and mixed people will be mixed people. It's just going to be three different fucking shits, and also Asians, and fucking Native Americans, and fucking everything.
You don't have to name every fucking race,
race, literally. You want to talk about critical race theory? It is literally just understanding that people are this massive blend of
exactly, and I think that's the main point, and the fact that if people choose to stay in their ignorance for as long as they can. Guess what? Eventually, it's gonna die out. We're witnessing, like you said, it in real time right now. That shit is.
I think
that
as
way
a
of
political
thinking
concept.
that way of thinking is slowly dying out. If you don't think that when the next presidential election happens, that black people won't show out as hard as they did for the last one, you're crazy.
Well, okay.
It's gonna probably triple.
Well, what
probably.
we're gonna have to look at is the midterms. We'll see what
We'll
happens.
see.
In the
I'm gonna say,
midterms.
when the midterms happen, we'll see. But as far as I'm concerned right now,
I mean,
if
historically,
you think that people are gonna let these laws affect them going to go vote so they can live a normal life, you're crazy.
Right, that's the
they're
thing.
gonna go out. They're gonna they'll sit there with no water. They'll sit there with no food. They don't give a fuck.
yeah.
They want actual change. No one wants to be stuck in a society how people like that think. No one wants that. Literally, no one wants that.
Nobody wants that, and we live in the information age, baby. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So, and you also know humans can process information like 5 times as faster now because maybe 3, but they can process information way quicker,
also,
way faster
if people,
than they used to be
if
able
people
to.
keep literally displaying themselves as these cringe lords on the fucking internet, then it's just going to make
like
the left
Cobra.
stronger. like
Shout out Cobra.
Shout out King Cobra, JFS or whatever his name is. That
But
fucking weirdo.
hell yeah, Cody. Thanks again for joining me, my friend. Let's go ahead and wrap this
Yeah,
bad
let's wrap
boy
it.
up.
Woo!
Or bad girl, or bad day, or bad them, or whatever.
Bad day. Yo, bad day summer.
Let's wrap this bad day up.
Hot day summer. Hot day summer. Oh shit, dude, that's next year.
Hell yeah.
That's next
Oh,
year.
that's next year for sure.
Yeah, I think
for sure.
this year's on
For sure.
the men's side it's gonna be Thought Boy
So
summer.
not 2023? You sure? Or,
Okay, this year is
okay,
gonna
I
be
feel you.
Thought Boy summer.
I feel
I
you.
think according to my boy
Oh,
Hassan.
we're running Thought Boy Summer?
Yeah, Thought Boy summer.
All right,
this
well,
year.
Cody,
That-
catch me
according-
downtown. How
according
about
to
that?
my boy Hassan and Will Neff.
Get that Twitch rolling, Cody. We need that Twitch.
I'm going to be Twitch streaming very soon.
Fuck. Yes. Look
Waiting
forward
on a
to
headset.
that.
I'm waiting on a headset.
I'm looking so forward to you starting Twitch.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Yeah,
And that will
we're
help
gonna
you
get
promote,
deep
plug.
into the worst
Hell
worst recesses of the internet, as long as it doesn't break Twitch TOS.
Right. You guys think I'm political. Wait till you see Cody's Twitch. Anyways, guys, follow me at Quanta Destructor on IG. You can also follow me at Quanta Destructor on Facebook. And if you want to follow me on Snapchat, you can.
Oh yeah,
at
you can
Tuesday
add
Jones.
Also, you can add me on Facebook if you just search Cody Bohler.
There you go. Hell yeah. So other than that, oh yeah, and if you have any, if you want to hit me up, email me at disgustaradio
if you want
at
to come on the pod,
gmail.com.
if you want to come on the pod,
If not, I usually reach out to people because I haven't promoted the email at all. I should probably start doing that. So yeah, disgustaradio at gmail.com and everything else I said. YouTube, we're on YouTube for right now. I'm pretty sure I'm shadow banned on YouTube, but we'll see how
we
that
should
works
come
out.
up with something that we say at the end of every podcast.
Well, I do say something at the I just said it. I say something at the
Holy Jaquana scuffed.
I say something at the end every time, Cody.
I know that. Yeah, but you do it like the
Yeah, I'm about to do it right now.
What's that?
Tune in next week.
When
We watch Cody
suck.
whale's penis.